Welcome to my channel, Lady D. So this will be my new moon in Pisces video. The new moon is happening on the 20th of the 2nd at 6:05 p.m. which will be just after my birthday. So with this week we do have some big transits coming in here. Starting in the beginning of the week, so it's Friday the 17th and moving into even the 18th, we will have the Sun and Saturn, which is conjuncting, coming together. This can bring about some problems, and you might have felt the energy earlier in the week where things maybe weren't going according to plan. There were just problems picking up and just trying to work things out. So the new moon is going to be coming to the mix as well. So we're all going to be close together with the Sun, Saturn, and the moon. The moon will actually conjunct with Saturn over that night. So then going into, over that night. So go to Aquarius, coming to Aquarius, conjunct Saturn, and going into Pisces, where it will form the new moon with the Sun. This is going to bring about a time, this is going to be unstable. I feel like when we have feeling a lot of unstable energy, especially with the Pluto, where it is, just about to change signs. I feel like we're feeling like we're on top of the cliff. And we can sort of peering over, but we haven't gone over the cliff just yet. And that's why I kind of feel where the energy is. But this can bring about unstable with emotions too. Might be even coming out here. And it's like, don't let your emotions get the better of you as well. Especially being in Pisces, because it is quite an emotional sign. It's an emotional sign. So just be careful with emotions and things coming up to the surface with that. Also, I feel like with this, it is going to bring about a spiritual gifts or spiritual awakening can come up here. Being in tune with others and with other people's emotions and what they're feeling, which it could be like things could be quite heightened. Whenever you're dealing with Pisces energy, they are quite intuitive and they are like a psychic sponge. So you may feel like that you're sort of feeling other people's energy a lot, being more sensitive to that. There might be a sense of paranoia. I also find with Pisces energy, there is a sense of paranoia there. When we got here, there could be a sense of wishing for things to be fulfilled, for your hopes and dreams, like people wanting to be wish. And I'm gonna say, if things are feeling a bit hard this week or these next couple of days, to just push through the pain. Just push through the things, because it just push through it. There could be things up with mental health during this new moon as well coming up here. Mental health also rules Pisces. And then just got things feeling unstable. As a good transit, we do also have the Jupiter is going to go conjunct with Venus. So this is going to be on the 2nd of the 3rd. This is going to bring about something positive. Jupiter's always, to me, I always see it as luck. Venus is love and money, relationships and finances. So with this, there'll be some luck involved. So it might be like you're heading in the right direction. This could bring about, if you're doing anything around that time, this could also be abundance in that, whatever you're doing. I feel like you're being showered with gifts. I feel like with relationships, things are more blossoming. It's a shame we didn't have this transit on Valentine's Day. It would have been really good to have that on Valentine's Day rather than then Neptune with Venus. I just feel it's very positive energy. So there's positive stuff coming up this week with that. Also, we got in a couple of days' time, Venus moving into Aries. This is going to feel like too, we're more in control of our finances. We're more control in our relationships. Like we're heading in that right direction. We're being more motivated, and we're taking opportunities at a glance, and we're holding on to it, and we're running with them. We might be a bit forgetful. We might sort of not finish things what we start during this time. With Venus is in Aries, because Aries, a trait of Aries is that they don't finish what they start. But it is quite a positive thing. I feel like it's being more motivated, and you're more going into control, and it's like you're running with it. What else is going to bring up this week? I've got here, there might be things about like mismatch or things not adding up. I said this might be the Saturn with the Sun and the Moon. It's just going to be a bit hectic during that time. I got here harvest rewards. So you'll be those who put in the hard work will be rewarded. Will get through this time easier than the people that just lay back and just waiting for things to fall in their lap. Then that's where more problems, I feel like, is gonna come in. So just what I got here as don't rest and like just keep on going. Take it easy through. This is a time of, as I was saying, don't rest and to push through. And even if it doesn't feel like it's going to be easy, you'll still be rewarded, and there'll be things that are. So you might even feel like you want to just rest and take it easy. It's just not the week to do that. It's just not. It's not the week. So but it's time to move forward. I got here. Field change is going to happen like in 2 weeks. I feel like within 2 weeks, there's like a big changes coming around the world. So we've got here wanting the truth to come out, and people don't want to be messed around this week. I feel like this is not the week that people are going to want or be happy to just be messed around. People will want opportunities, and they're going to want to go further, and they want the truth. People aren't wanting fakeness coming up or fake news coming up this week. But I do feel like there's going to be Chinese whispers that are coming in this week. I just hear like a little whispering, Chinese whispers. There's going to be a lot of rumors and things coming out. There's going to be trouble with boundaries, and also might be a thing of not knowing your limits as well, or expectations being too high might be a thing this week. I feel like it's very important to ground this week, to stay grounded and be grounded. And I just feel like things are going to be out of balance. Scale's going to be out of balance, and you're going to be like could be a time where you're taking a bit too much on. Even though I'm saying do hard work and to keep pushing through it, to not do nothing, but I feel like there could be a bit where people are doing too much as well. I'll do some cards too. We do have Mars, which is out of shadow, so that's going forward. That is about our networking skills, our social, being more social, being more chatty. I feel like people are trying to seize opportunities here with this Mars that's coming in, and it's like there's no different with that too. I just feel like everything's gearing up for these changes that are coming up for next month in March. And as my guide said in the channel that I did my last video, that the Scottish Prime Minister resigned yesterday. So I did have a leader that resigned. So it was the Scottish Prime Minister too. So I'm just going to do some angel cards now for the card for the week to see what we got. It might even feel like. Yeah, I'm going to use my Alice in Wonderland cards because I've seen a card from the deck. It might even seem like we're free falling in this like crazy world that's the reality at the moment, where we're feeling like everything is very unstable. So I feel like we're on the edge of the cliff and we're peering over and we're about to take a leap of faith of what's to come. So let's have a look here. Do my Alice in Wonderland cards. Alice in Wonderland. I still got people trying to jump hurdles, but there's some hurdles that you don't jump over. You're gonna just feel like people are gonna want to be lazy. People are wanting to rest, but I feel like that's when things are gonna get caught up. You're gonna get caught up in some problems or issues. People aren't going to know what to do with themselves. People who are not structured, who are not organized, who are really leaving the boat too late, you're going to feel really, I feel like, left out. There's announcements to be made this week there, and I feel like that could be with financial things with the governments. I feel like they're lying, or they're trying to protect their lives as much as they can, but it's like there's holes in it now, so we can see things coming up. And I just feel like you don't want to be caught out, or you don't want to make silly mistakes. You don't want to be making like silly mistakes that are going to cost you or costly. It is going to be about taking certain risks and sort of seeing where does these risks turn out. And it could be handed to you in a way that could be like a small risk or a big risk, but there is a sense of, taking certain risks and seeing where's it going to be. And it is going to be like you're free falling. like you're free falling of where things are going to come out here. But it'd be like if you do fall off the cliff this week, it'll be okay. It'll be a parachute there. There'll be something there to ease the fall, or to ease where you're going. There's also, I feel like people who like are seizing opportunities or wandering through like sort of big eyes, like children, like a childlike, but also trying to just work things out. But there's also cunningness this week. There's like someone that's being, and I feel like this is where it could be governments, but there's a cunningness. People being very like smart, cunning, that's adding to the pressure of the world. But I feel like we need to take these unknown risks that are coming in here of what's going to come in. I think things are being done before our eyes, but we can't really see what's being done, and people are wising up to it. There's going to be some sort of boundaries or limits coming up, trying to put on us this week too, where we're trying to, I just feel like people are going to be pushing through or or be like, no. But I feel like governments are going to try and test patience. I think about testing patience or testing certain things that are coming in this week too. At the same time, I just feel like there's opportunities of meeting people to make business moves, but you don't want to make the wrong moves. You don't want to be the silly people. You don't want to be caught out. There's a lot this week as well. Come on, the calf that you'll feel like it's half full. I do feel like knowledge is the key, but you have to also stand up. If you take a back seat and don't communicate, don't stand up, I feel like you're going to be left behind. It is about saying your opinions, but also having some conviction and believing what you're also saying too this week. So let's get a channel for this new moon that's coming up here. This new moon in Aquarius is going to be quite intense, spiritually intense. There's going to be a lack of freedom. You're all going to feel like you're kind of stuck in a muck where you can't seem to get out and dig a way out of where you are. For there is a way out. Come forward, come the 21st of February, you will find a way out of this mess and the stuff that you're in. Then things will move a lot forward and a lot quicker once that Venus moves into Aries. Time is right, and it is a fresh new start for some of you to start on new adventures and new things. For others, you may feel a little bit more stuck, but you're stuck because you're letting people rule over you and not letting your own judgments make the better judgments of where you need to go. You'll all soon see what has all been hidden. It will all come out, especially when it comes to financial news in May. Things will come out and it will shock you for what they've been planning, but you'll all rise up and things will then change, and they will change for the better. But there's more things on the horizon to go as well. The world, as you know, is very chaotic. We've had a million and one things happening at once, when everyone's belief systems is going to be shocked and rocked. For you won't know what to do, but at the same time, you'll all have to fight for your freedoms and fight for your countries. Okay, so let's just do 4 cards as well. I'm going to do my black cat cards today. Okay. Look here. One, 2, 3, 4. Got here card number 1, which is this card here. Or daydreaming of something better. You're wanting to see if the grass is greener on the other side, and you're taking a glimpse this week to see if it is better and if anything needs to be changing where you are. I feel like your world is a bit unstable. You're more of a dreamer than a doer, but this week you're going to have to be more of a doer and actually do things and get things done. You are looking and you're waiting for something to help you break free, or financial investments or something to come up, but you need to do more research. You haven't done the research that you need quite yet, but you're embarking on something new. But the only way to find out whether the grass is greener is if you take certain risks. Card number 2, which is this card here. This card here, it's like you're feeling a bit trapped. there is like, you'll get a sign or a signal or opportunities for a way out of the trap or how you're feeling trapped. So there is a way out of it, and you are breaking free slowly by the signs that you're going to be getting this week. There's an opportunity for you to not mess things up, and the only way is up. So the only way you can go is moving forward. You can't go backwards this week. It's just whatever limits you is going to be what makes or breaks you this week. Got here this one, card number 3. With this one here, it is a new opportunity coming to you. It's about signing contracts, but also could be about researching too. I feel like you're researching things to do in the past, but there's a new contract, whether it be a job or buying a house or some sort of new contract paperwork. You need to look over with a fine toothpick, because otherwise I do feel like you might get caught out. And you might be even forgetful this week. There could be an aspect where you're just feeling kind of forgetful. You're forgetting things, and you might be feeling a bit frustrated with that. But I feel like for you this week, it's like knowledge is the key. I also see you redoing your bank balance or budgeting things as well. And card number 4, which is this card here. You're waiting for things to happen. You're waiting for the opportunities to land in your lap. You're waiting for things to grow. You're waiting to harvest. You've got money already saved up. You're just waiting for this new thing to come out. It's slowly making its way up. It's slowly emerging. You can see, but it's like watching the grass grow. You need to take steps, or you need to get yourself distracted and find other ways. Then you can come back and the harvest will be ready for you. It's time to start moving. You're also a leader, like you need to take leadership, and you are a leader, so I feel like you will be caught upon some leadership roles, doing some leadership coming up here this week as well. It's coming up. Okay, so my cat. So this week, it is going to be an interesting week with this new moon. I feel like it will be another week, but I feel good when the Venus meets with Jupiter in Aries. I feel like that's going to be something quite positive and quite spectacular that's going to happen, where you might feel a bit better, but the new moon itself will be quite intense, I do feel. So I hope you all have a lovely week ahead. Next week I will be in Brisbane for the MBS. So if you are in Brisbane, please come and say hi. I'll be at stand A12. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for your likes, shares and comments, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.